everybody, welcome to Kettlebell Basics. So we have done our kettlebell hip hinge that can be done for a deadlift or for a swing. We've done the Turkish get up, and last time we did the two-handed clean. So that's going to bring us up to squatting. All right, squatting. So the difference between a hinge and a squat. So if I'm hinging for my swing or my deadlift, I have a very large bend in my hips in comparison to the bend in my knees. If I'm going to squat, the bend of my hips and the bend of my knees are a little bit more on the equal side. All right, so the knees are bending more. When you think about squatting, guys, you want to have your big toe, your little toe, and your heel sealed into the floor. You want to feel each part of that foot engaging the floor, and you want to pretend like you're spreading the floor out with your feet, and then you're going to pull your pelvis down to the ground. So as I spread the floor, I'm going to pull my hips down to the ground until I can't go any further, and I'm going to press my knees out as I come back out of the bottom of that squat. That'll help to avoid those knees sagging in, whether on the way up or down. And it'll help you to really focus in on the hip joints. All right, so you want to keep your back up nice and high. If you're not using weights, which is fine, you want to think about chest up as you let yourself come down and come out of the bottom of that squat. Today we're going to do the goblet squat. So the goblet squat is great for core activation because the weight of the bell is actually trying to pull me forward, and I have to, as well as thinking about everything that's going on in the squat, I have to engage my core to right my posture. So the heavier the bell is, the more gravity wants to pull me forward with the bell, and the more I'm going to have to fight against gravity to keep myself upright. So we'll stand right on top of the bell, just as we did with our deadlift and for our two-handed clean. So we're going to split the bell, have the horns of the bell, the handles there, right at the instep of the foot. I'm going to karate chop my hips again, right? So I'm going to slide those hips back, and I'm going to two-handed clean my bell up to the goblet position. So the goblet position here, I have my hands at the horns all the way down at the bell. If I turn sideways, my elbows are down. My core is engaged, I'm in a plank, my glutes are engaged. From here, I'm going to, again, yes, spread the floor with my feet, pulling my pelvis down to explode out of the bottom. I don't want to sit at the bottom. I don't want to let gravity pull me down. I'm actively moving my pelvis up and down as if I'm in an elevator. Okay, my elbows stay pointed down. And the way that looks from the front. Great. Okay, guys, then you'll park the bell with your hinge and you're safe. So that is our goblet squat, Kettlebell Basics episode 4, I believe. A good program you can do. I like combining my squats with some back work, so you can do some rows and you can do some squats. So my recommendation would be, good old-fashioned bend over row. Do 10 and then do 1 squat. Then do 9 rows, 2 squats, 8 rows, 3 squats. You get it. So the ladders are going to alternate. All right, guys, enjoy your goblet squats. See you next time on Kettlebell Basics.